Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know it's your boy Professor Pippage back in this bitch on iTrader Agent, trying to get active, trying to get live. Oh wait. Oh wait, the market, the market, the market, the market, the market, Martha, the market. The market is putting out and putting on. Putting out and putting on, putting out and putting on, man. I done missed, I done missed, I done missed, I done missed. Oh, we're gonna start off with UJ tonight instead of AU because I ain't really clacking nothing on AU right now. We was looking for the retracements last. Oh, hold up, shit. So no, coming from the higher time frame. Let's jump from the higher time frame. My bad. I went to the 1 minute already, but coming from the weekly open, we saw the Asian session came down, created this low, pushed up into structure looking left. And last night, I threw out the charts and I was like, we looking for any type of retracement. I put the little notes in here, waiting for any type of retracement to take the buys. So the buys wasn't ready yet when I trade, so I hopped in the shorts, and then just pushed all the way to the downside. What I forgot to do was set my damn buy limit, and I missed the buys. So yeah. Price action ultimately on the, let's hop out to the daily. Let's see what the daily looked like. I think the daily was identifying bullish. Yeah, because we started pushing up here, breaking structure, looking left, high, higher, low. We was expecting price action to continue to go higher. You got the weekly open candles, that big ass bullish one right here. So imagine this candle wasn't right here. So you had this price action here with these two blue candles. Just looking at this, looking at price action to the left. When we had the weekend analysis, we were pointing out certain levels within the market, the order blocks and all that other people like to pay attention to. Overall, we had AU consolidating. We was waiting to see if we was going to get the continuation sales below 66,512. I missed out on these shorts as well. And then on UJ, we got the order block identified. We look for price action to push up this here on daily. Going down to UJ, we got the 1 hour support identified. We saw internal resting liquidity right over here with equal highs down on the 1 hour. Bump out to that 1 hour, you can see those equal highs right over there. And here go where we were last night, waiting for any type of retracement to take the buys. Like I said, I hopped in the shorts. Shorts took off to the moon. What the hell is this? GU, best of all, hour currently trying to break through 4-hourly structure right over there. And we're gonna go and look at all these pairs and all this other stuff. But for the most part, I just like to see people, I like to show where it ain't just I show the afters. No, I got the before, the beginnings, the middle, and the after, showing how I get active, show them how I get live. But yeah, charts been popping up. I think UCAD pushed to the top side. We was looking for them possible buys above that 1.35564. Overall, man, yeah, it's just been hitting. But hey, bro, I'm making a video, bro. Don't you see the door close, bro? I appreciate you, bro. He just bust up in here like he cool on the, like he run something, but ultimately UJ pushing to the top side like we knew what it was gonna do. I missed out on the buy, though, God. That thing swooped through that. There was no equal highs, right? It was calling me, and I missed him, But yeah, ultimately right now it's basically the same thing, waiting for that retracement. I don't know how far this is gonna pull down. I kind of have some kind of idea back in over here, which the price action was set up based off of this. If we going based off of these same rules back over here, waiting for this to come all the way back down to here. And that's a long ass drop. And I don't know if it's gonna do that or not. It could come down, find resistance right up in here. Usually what UJ likes to do, especially once it's breaking structure on the higher time frames, it doesn't give you the big deep since we got all this on the paper. Hold on, before we break that down, let's go back to the 1 minute so I can show you how I was looking at things when we took the shorts last night. Yeah, open that thing up. We're gonna that bar replay for all the people in the back. It's kind of early within the market, so I'm not really worried about what the chart's doing right now. Not really looking for any setups right now, so I just kind of wanted to play back what we was looking at yesterday. Mostly doing this because I feel like the rest of the week I got things to do and I got other obligations to be at. So I don't really see myself making another video the rest of this week. So I'm trying to get some in-depth knowledge while I can. And then go to when that live market open up. We really don't want to be booming and busting on that until about 8 o'clock anyway. So ultimately, on USD JPY, we pushing bullish. All right. So what we had was price action pushing bullish right over here. And I wasn't necessarily looking for any level for price action to pull back to retrace to. Ultimately, I did kind of find some confirmation once I hopped into the trade because I definitely wasn't looking for it. But looking left, but what I saw was price action pushing bullish right up in here. And when you look at it from the higher time frame, this looked like a little liquidity grab, looked like a wick that's left on the higher time frames simply because I have price action come back down and close below the opening of these candles or this little push right here. And then I just waited to see do this support and resistance right here on the 1 minute. And I just waited to see when price action was gonna come back down. And what I actually did was had a sell stop right below this low right over here because we closed below these lows right over here. I was expecting it to push down. So I had to take profit from one area right over here based off of the higher time frames, just in case if price action pulled back here and then started to swoop back to the top side. But ultimately was looking for it to come all the way back down within this Asian range. The first take profit was the structure most recently broken, looking left, and then back into that Asian range was the take profit where I also missed on the buys. But yeah, let me just hit that play button and just show you how that thing took off. So wasn't entered on this right here. See, it wasn't until it actually broke right there. So when it broke is when I got in. When I was entered into the trade, so sat through all this and was sitting and watching. I'm like, oh, that thing might still push bullets on a bit. And then that thing just started leaking. And then, hold on. It was OV from there. But ultimately, like I said, based off of how price action was looking on the higher time frames, on the way the candle formation set up on the lower time frames, I saw that little entry area right there to possibly get into. Ultimately, no, this market is not bearish. Yes, this trade was risky as hell. You are trading against the trend right here. This little counter trend trade that I was able to capture and be a part of was simply because I was kind of expecting price action to do a retracement, like I said in the last video. I don't really expect UJ to do real deep, big retracements, but price action right here, the way it sets up, the way I identify on the market, the way I look at structure, yeah, this just was the area I wanted to take buys from if I was going to hop in continuation buys, and it pulled right back to that level. It did end up pushing through. So had I been awake, had I been at the charts and watching this live, I probably would have got a little bit nervous because I was expecting it to roll over from this area versus pushing down and then rolling over bullish. But ultimately, I would have got entered there. Would have been looking at a 34 pip stop loss, so a little bit bigger than my normal. My normal I like to be around 20 pips and below. Anything over 20, I'm starting to get nervous off the rip. But as we can see, price action does end up rolling back over bullishly right over here, right down the hill, making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. And at this point, we have broken a low to the left, and we are no more creating new lower lows, and we just pushing big bully. But yeah, I don't know if any news popped off this morning or any of that, but yeah, that bit just took off to the top side, to the top side. To the top side, my friends, and it was cuckoo to the top side. And I was so upset when I woke up. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, I forgot to put my limit on it. Oh, my stomach. And you just watch that thing push and just push and just push. But it's all Gucci golden though, because when you know, you know. And when you are able to get in at the correct opportunity, sometimes your entry aren't always sniper. Sometimes they aren't the best. Um, Especially if I would have been at the charts and been waiting for this to roll back over bullish, I potentially let me hit pause on that because it's just gonna keep pushing. I potentially wouldn't have got in until this right here would have been tricky. So probably right back in over here, especially after we broke these highs right here. Once it started retracing and then pushing back bullish, I probably would have got in somewhere right up here. So ultimately probably not too much of a difference as far as entry. But yeah. As far as the buy limit versus the market execution. Ultimately, let's see, pushing back to the hourly. Hourly. Yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing bullets. I wouldn't do nothing on UJ until a bearish close. Until I see a bearish close on at least the hourly or the 4 hourly. Yeah, and then you can probably start trying to identify zones and levels. Otherwise, this shit could just keep pushing. And if you start looking for shorts too early, you get cooked. Um, being able to identify a bearish candle on a 4 hourly or at least an hourly time frame would show you some type of bearish interest or potential, or might have some type of start of a retracement. But until you get that, yeah, you might as well just go ahead and let that thing push. Outside of that, we have the higher time frames identified as well. We had continuation buys above 133, 170. So ultimately, if we're just following price action, we're not taking the breakout buys right here simply because we are at structure looking left. This could push up into here, wick back down, and then leak to the downside. So that's why we take the continuation buys. We let price action push however far it fucking wants to. If it stops right up in here, that's cool. When it comes back down is when we get ready to start executing on the buys. You know what I'm saying? If it comes back down real sharp and real strong, we're looking for anything that doesn't break this low. So pricing pull all the way right here, start right here. If it stops right there and start looking for them keys, I talked about in the last video, looking for them keys, I'm out of there. I'm in there. I'm going like swimwear. If it pulls back shallow to a potential 382 retracement on the Phillips scale, you know what I'm saying? If it start fumbling for them keys, I'm up out of there to the top side. So definitely just waiting on any type of retracement, any type of lower time frame structure to be built and then broken back to the top side. I'm in there like swimwear for them buys on UJ. Let me get out of this shit. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Oh, wait, yeah, they had already created. So I forgot we were still on bar replay. So let's see what had happened there. Close above daily structure, broke above 4 hourly structure. So definitely expecting price action continue to go bully. Where could we potentially push to? I would probably first target 134, 553, 134, 553 for continuation buys. But I would definitely base those buys based off of this retracement. Now, this right here, the way this is setting up, price action started closing back above 33,650. It might take back off to the moon on you. It might blow. Yeah. Oh my God. I'll have some room to the downside. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's all we got for UJ. Clicking over to AU. AU market was simply just consolidating during the Asian session. So ultimately was looking, we saw that price action last week was able to break through 4 hour support right over here. So we have this necessarily just as a reference of the chart reference as far as where we are on the higher time frames. Higher time frames, we are breaking that higher low support that pushed us and created new highs. We broke through that demand area and now are pushing below it and continue to make lower lows and lower highs. So what we were looking for last night was to see whether price action is going to continue bullish, reacting from this demand, or if we are going to break through and continue to go bearish. We got continuation sales below 66,512. So potentially that could be getting ready to start to set up right now. It's only 7 o'clock. It might not. I don't know. Maybe I would like to see how price action comes up. Yeah, I would like to see it pull back just a little bit more deeper or even back up into here and then start fumbling with the keys, coming back down. But yeah, you're just gonna have to see right here. Ultimately, we are pushing bullish on the lower time frames, 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 and 1 minute, back into this range that was created um at the end of last week and then Sunday and then this morning. So we're gonna see. I do believe we will keep pushing bearish. Where we gonna push to? I don't know, my friend, because there's a lot of jumbo mumbo over here. A lot of jumbo of the mumbo. So we could push continuous through all of these. And we got the CPI on Wednesday. So don't forget. Yeah. Don't forget about that CPI on Wednesday. So we could. Bro, hey, you up. You better relax. But yeah, ultimately still pushing bearish. The daily has now pushed below support slash demand. So yeah, we definitely have flipped over or getting ready to be flipped over bearish on the daily on AU. So yeah, just looking to see how far this retracement pulls back to, and then we might be able to start shooting on AU. But ultimately, AU been acting funny lately. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, I was in these shorts from at the high right up in here, pulled all the way down. I had a trailer, got trailed out by this big ass move right over here. And I was like, yeah, I was looking for continuation shorts. Hold on one second. Yeah. So what is it, like one last week? Yeah, this was last week. So 2 weeks ago, I was in these shorts from the top coming back down. And then I got hit with this big ass move to the top side. I was looking for the continuation shorts as price action pulled back from here, reacting from supply, rolled over, broke structure, looking left, looking for the continuation shorts. Oh, I knew they was coming in. I got smacked on the trailing stocks right over here. So with this happening and then now this happening, I don't really have a clue of where AU long-term game is trying to push to because it's just is doing a lot of fuckery right now. So right now, I'm basically following the hour support and resistance zones. So ultimately, this potentially could be updated and stated as this is now the new 1 hour lower high that pushed and gave the new hourly lower low. And then we will ultimately delete the areas in the background simply because we're now closing below those areas and validating those structures. So if see in the back. For all mixed in the back, they can't see. If we want to talk about this, it's complicated. Nah, bro, this is simple. Support resistance structure. You know what I'm saying? If this pulls back and starts to close above this 1 hour resistance, then yeah, it's some more funkery in the market. So definitely best to wait and sit back and watch and see how price action climbs that ladder back to the top side. But if it pulls back and it respects some area like this right here, start fumbling with them keys, you going in for the deep dive to the downside. I couldn't necessarily tell you what I was going to target. Like I said, looking at that to the left, it's real choppy. It wouldn't be until price action actually broke below this low that I actually would be worrying about looking to the left. Because ultimately I got this range right here to take advantage of. And from the bottom to the bottom, we're looking at 53 of them things. So the way I trade, my skit scat mentality sometimes, I'm probably be out by the time we hit these 1 hour supports, and then I might leave it running. If it run, if it don't, then you know what I'm saying, get in where you fit in. So it is what it is. You have to play it how you play it when you know what I'm saying, once you catch them snipers and you get so much in profits because I ain't the greediest man in the world. So if it's enough for me, then I'm gonna snatch the bag. I'm not letting nothing retrace. I'm not looking for no retracements, baby. Mm. But yeah, so ultimately definitely could see some more retracements to the top side on AU. Asian session just now opening up. It's the second hour into that Asian session. So first hour was bullish, pushing to the top side. So they could be on the lower time frame, pushing and creating our Asian high for that range. Look a little shaky right now. So we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see. We have pulled back into that 1 hour support that we just broke through right here. Looking left. Ultimately, we're looking at this range from the 1 hour high to the 1 hour low. We don't really have any significant areas as far as structure right back in over here to say, okay, price action could pull back to this or that and go back down. So we definitely just look for the area where price action started off from. So definitely that's why we're looking for this to pull back somewhere within this area here and then look forward to rollover, start fumbling with them keys and creating a bullish pattern to the downside. So something like that. And then we're gonna see where it's at. Kicking over to GU. Um, GU missed out on these shorts last night. Wasn't necessarily looking for them, but we like I had identified from the weekend analysis. Best to follow hourly currently trying to push through the 4-8 structure. What kind of made me hesitant going into this week what didn't really have my foot on the pedal was I knew we had the US holidays over here. So I was definitely more or less waiting until in the Tuesday, Wednesday to really be on the gas. But price action is really kicking out them pills, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's on a 15-minute time frame. Like, look at this. If you catch this move from top to the bottom, that's 90 pips on the US holiday. So it's like, how much weight do we continue to give, the bank holidays when you can be catching these moves? And it's like the market ain't slow at all. That bitch is moving. So looking at GU ultimately still bearish. If we went to update this, we would just follow that hourly structure, just like we've been identifying from the beginning. So from the lower high to the lower low, we come back and start pulling back. And this is the area within the market that broke structure looking left. So I knew one hourly resistance would be somewhere like right up in her. You know what I'm about? You know what I'm talking about? And then the new hourly lower low that would be somewhere like right over in here. You know what I'm talking about? And then you just play the range, my friend. Wait for that pullback. It could pull back to somewhere areas right back up in here. Structure that was most recently broken, right over here. You know, or it could pull back deeper to where it just came from. Either way, we looking for the rollover. So once it pulls back, we see we got support area right down in here. We want to see price action break some supportive areas, pull back and start respecting the high. Then we get in from up here somewhere, right over here, bam, to the downside. If this area doesn't hold up, then we sit back and we wait, bro. If you come all the way back up here, do that same thing, break a little structure looking left, come back, respect the high, and bam, we in there. So either way, wherever price action decides to create this type of price action pattern and movement, that's when we gonna hop in, and that's when we gonna smash up some. Ultimately, I be getting excited because I be like, yeah, and then people be looking at me left ways, and I'm like, okay, wait, just watch the price action hit that area and see if it line up like that, and see what get basically. Oh, it's yeah, man. See, I'm gonna have to take them bank holidays with a grain of salt, bro, because we had GJ lined up last night, and I completely looked past it. GJ right here, looking for that pullback, during the Asian. Yeah, I passed out during London, and I just wasn't there. But the London gave you the gas, bro. The pullback back into that area, it pulled a little bit deeper. Potentially would have had stops up under here. Let's see what that range hit for from that blue line. I'm at 40 some pills. Ooh, my stomach would have been sick. Yeah. I don't know if I would have been able to hold that. 40 pips. I told you I'm 20 pipper. I'm a weak pipper. I'm a quick pipper. Be pipping it out because 20 pips, my friend, that's 40 pips, bro. If that shit continues to go, bro, that's your whole stop. And some more if you wrong. I like them 20 pips because generally, by the way that I read the market, if I ain't had it in about 20 pips, yeah, you might as well. You probably gonna be. I'm probably wrong. So I'm probably need to go ahead and skedaddle back the other way and remark up. But GJ, oh, hold on, let's go back to GJ. Tell me, GJ ultimately looking forward to continue to go bullish. We are pushing back into daily supply, 4 hour resistance, 4 hour and daily resistance. So um yeah, be gentle hopping in loans at this point, simply because we are pushing into resistance. It could pull back at any point to come back and pick up some liquidity. We got all these internal resting liquidity areas, these equal lows within the market as we see how price action climbed back to the top side. So yeah, I ain't looking for nothing out just now because I'd have missed over here. So I'm gonna be probably focusing on AU and UJ tonight. And then depending on how the week goes with the rest of these setups and ideas, I might, start to key in on some other pairs, but for right now, definitely AU, and then UJ is starting to put his name in the hat for some bid earnings on some trades. But looking at UCAD, I was kind of confused on UCAD too, but just marking it based off structure, 4 hour support from last week was broken at market open. Um, Continuation sales zone, breaking retest trades. This is set up exactly how we generally like to take these type of trades. We let it break through and push and create that structure and then pull back. Right here we have pushed too high for continuation sales zone. So now what we would have to see definitely for to take continuation shorts from this area. Let me identify this right here. So this would be lower time frame, higher low to push and give you a new higher high right over here. Just get this shit out of the way. This price action higher low to the higher high. So if we wanted to continue to try and take shorts on UCAD, even though we have seen some USD strength in the market, yeah, you might want to do a little correlation of pairs right there. But if you want to try and short UCAD, still we would have to see price action come down and start breaking structure, looking left, and then retesting and respecting this area or this area. So right here, you kind of in the middle of the area. Potentially, if you were to take shorts from here, you got a big ass stop loss all the way back up to at least 1.35 564 above here, because this is the area that pushed price action down. It would be best to wait and see um price action close below this area first and then start lining up the shorts as it starts to retrace, because no matter if it retraces all the way back up to here, you can always get the sniper from right here, or if it retraces just back to this area where broke from, you can potentially get them shorts either way. And that'll be a better idea because it has now started to shift to bearish structure versus still trying to take them shorts while we're still creating higher highs and higher lows, because it could always continue and come down and do this shit right here, and then you hop in them shorts because you think we're gonna continue to go short, but we respect that low, go higher, higher low, and then skedaddle all the way back to the top side on your ass. And that's how a lot of people end up losing. They don't let that price action play out for their ass first. So I would want to see price action close below this low, pull back, and then respect this high, and then take them shorts right up. But yeah, ultimately we pushing bullish on the lower time frames on the 4 hourly. 4 hourly is, yeah, the 4 hourly has rolled over bullish, closing above this lower high right here, right back in over here. So definitely would want to see how price action reacts at this low right here over here first. For all the people in the back, right in that 1.34866 area. If we break close below there, then that's all this right here with this building liquidity right up in here. A lot of jumbo mumbo right up in there. And yeah, so that's what we're looking at on UCAD. We have seen indications of USD strength, so that would be going against you. That would be going against trading bearish on UCAD right now. So be careful with them shorts. Looking over at gold on a bit. Gold. Delete this. We'll get rid of this. And then weekly open. And we're gonna say if gold closes above this area right here, we going back bullish, baby. And then we on the 4 hour time frame. So if gold close back about this area right here, we going back bullish, baby. But that's a long way to go. And don't forget we got CPI on Wednesday. Today just Monday, so we still got 2 days of price action. So if gold close back above that though, we going back bullish, baby. But if it falls short of that 2,000, and if it close below this 1 hour support, we got a lot of room to the downside to do some damage back into this 4 hour demand that push us into the highs, 4 hour high. So yeah, ultimately we could come and swoop all this and remain above. Do a little dance all the way back down into this level and then roll over. What we would want to see is price action close back above structure that I just created on the way down. And then we would know for sure, no matter as far as this pull back down, we take buys. As long as we stay above here, we get back bitches to the top side. Let it do a little dance. You know how I like to get funky, rattling with them keys. Yeah, that's it. Pretty simple. But yeah, if it closes above this right here, 2003, then continuation buys. If it starts to come back down, we waiting for demand to get hit right over here, and then look for buys back to the top side, to the top side, to the top. And I think that's it. Yeah, we ain't got no more analysis for your ass. Free 99, free 99. I'm gonna say it one more time, free 99. But yeah, it's 7:22. I wouldn't necessarily like to be getting active till about 8 o'clock. So right now we just had a little market analysis, a little playback, a little preview. Did not get into a lot of trades, my friend. Nothing yet, my friend. And right now I think I missed all the gas on the UG. I don't really want to. GU looks good for continuation shots, but it's got a little ways it potentially could pull back. So I wouldn't want to waste time on this one. Put this where it goes. Tomorrow is Tuesday. And we've got the Asian Open now. Y'all. Yeah, still got a good little ways to pull back. GG. GG. Because GJ is pushing into structure right now, I wouldn't really want to sit back and try to wait on it. The Asian session is not one of those sessions that's known for bringing a lot of momentum, a lot of volatility in the market. So generally, we usually looking for like the start of the moves to kind of push us into our area so we can leak during the London. Where GU or GJ is right now, we ain't about to start into nowhere unless this is the beginning of, but you wouldn't get the actual impulsive move you need to see until the London session. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily want to sit and wait on anything for this. Even though if it does close below 65, 266, you could take a little scalp short back down in the structure, but risky at that point, B. And then right here, UCAS pretty much the same thing. Looking at it on the hourly, we will be ultimately waiting for shorts below here. Um, and yeah, so I mean, I don't know that anything right now is really about to pop off during the Asian session. So it really be just a sit back and wait type of night. Especially expecting this to pull all the way back deep. Especially expecting that to pull back deep somewhere right way backing up into here. To potentially get active. If that does set up, because I do think I'm about to slide. My setup, my potential entry would look something like this. Um, Starts right above 15 pips. Oh, yeah. So I'm definitely got the green light to go gas on this beef. Green light to gas. But it would have to come up and set up for me first, though, because this could be some type of liquidity grab, some new funky they put in the market, and that bit could keep going bullish on you. So you definitely have to keep that in the back perspective. So yeah, we want to see it push up and give us a candle formation that we like that say, okay, we about to go back first, kind of like I had on UJ last night with them damn shorts from right up top. I'm looking at from the 15-minute. We start to slow down, looking left. There was this little area right over here. Some was identified as an order block, but it is on the 15-minute view because when you pop out to that hourly, I don't think that area is there at all. So when you go back to that 15-minute, you can call it order block, but it's on a 15-minute. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much faith in 15-minute order blocks to get your head cracked. But ultimately, it was the start of supply. We pushed into right over here. And yeah, I was just waiting for price action to start breaking structure on the lower time frames and just hop into them short. So on AU, that's what I'll be looking for, a price action to come up, start creating some type of funky price action. And then as we start to break structure to the downside. But yeah, this little setup right here, what time is it? 7:30 almost. Yeah, going to come out and create that Asian high first. Come back down, Asian low, higher high, and then leak. I'll be down to see something like that. Yeah. Or come down, create some equal lows, take some scout buys from the downside. I'll be down to do that too. Hell yeah. Little 15-minute OB right here too. Yeah. So we came down, created that Asian low, and then started pushing back to the top side. We will have how much of a range from somewhere like down here back up to there. That's if that played out 25 of them things. You talking risky business right there. That really would have to set up though, but I think I'm about to slide. My kids have been in here about 12 times. Tell me they want to play again. So I think that's all I got for this one. Pretty much just sit and wait. We know we got news getting ready to pop off on your ass on Wednesday with that CPI. Um, but outside of that, man, I don't think anything else is looking to Tuesday for the most part, not CPI, CAD. Had got some monetary policy report. Yeah, some USD CAD. Let's see what CAD looks like. It's hard to find think that thing because it's got a lot of news coming up. Yeah, I can see it pushing and swiping through there. That's the 4 hour. Let's see that weekly look like. And all that news. This area, ooh, did not give you equal lows, but it did not get tested. But potentially could cause you to leak back in that area and then scoot to the top side. Yeah, because we damn sure bullish. High low, low, high low. Yeah, or it could turn around right there. That news be shitting the shit all kind of type of ways, but news ultimately only push price action where it was supposed to go. You just got to be on track with that shit and figure out where it's going. I don't know. I'll have to do some more investigating on that. But CAD got a lot of news, and then USD got a lot of news. So be ready for USD and CAD charts to move. AUD unemployment rate on Tuesday. Oh, that's on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Let me see what I got to do on Wednesday. Oh, I might be able to do that. What time it start? 9:30. Yeah, I might be able to catch that. We might be able to go live for that one, depending on how I really feel. Thursday probably won't do that. Friday definitely ain't doing that. So we got about 2 more days to really 2.5 more days to depending on what price action look like on Thursday. Probably Thursday been kind of shaky lately, so I ain't been really doing too much. But yeah, it's good push bullish. Yeah. Yeah, King. Yeah, bird. Yeah, 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 Marking. But yeah, I'm about to slide because I, don't- I yeah, ain't too much more analysis you're gonna be able to do. Um, get rid of and this, my friend, we can do it a way, do it to it with the power of fluid. Continuation sales, we can see how that level holds up. 66,512. Price actually tap into that bit and start fumbling with them keys. I will probably look at short from there, but I probably wouldn't be full risk on that. Probably not, just because you're in the middle of the range from the high to the low. But that's all I got for this one. I'm about to slide. Y'all know what it is. Like and subscribe. Um, tell your people next door about it. Holla at your boy. Because I'm I'm trying to get active. I'm trying to preach to the world, let y'all boys see these charts. But outside of that, big booty hoes, ENT, Thunder Thighs Records, we in the building. I'm out of this bitch.